Welcome back. Now in its third year and backed by popular demand, the Piazza di Belmont will be returning to Bronx, Little Italy. Now, the event welcomes all New Yorkers and visitors back to the Bronx this spring and summer for weekend evening al fresco dining. And joining us now and sharing more details is the treasurer of the Belmont BID, Franz. And Frank, glad to have you. And as we look right now to what's happening right here in the borough of the Bronx, we have a lot to be, to the people to talk about. We got the zoo, we got the botanical garden, but now also we can add this very special event to what goes on.
Well, yeah. Well, you don't have to sell me. I'm born and raised in the Bronx my whole life, and yeah. And as you said, right here where the Piazza di Belmont is, right on Arthur Avenue, in the section, the center of Little in the Bronx. We're only blocks from the Bronx Zoo, the Botanical Gardens, Fordham University. So it's a nice little respite in the busy Bronx. And as you said, the Piazza di Belmont, this is our third year. And we were really sort of ahead of the curve 3 years ago when COVID first hit everyone, and they started suggesting these outdoor booths. We turned around, and I believe we were the first in the city to apply for permits to close down the streets and set up the outdoor dining even before it was officially approved. But our concept up there is, there's outdoor dining all over the city. I was just at an outdoor cafe downtown yesterday. But in most parts of the city, you're sitting there on the street and you have cars whizzing by, trucks double parked, making deliveries. You have kids on motorcycles. So what we decided to do up here on Arthur Avenue is we have, I believe, 9 outdoor cafes set up. And we close the street on weekend evenings from 6 to 10 or so, and on all day Sunday. And it allows you to sit down and walk down the street with no traffic. It allows you to sit down with peace and quiet and enjoy that summer breeze and dine without any of the hustle and bustle of the rest of the city. And we provide some entertainment. We have an a cappella group, the Belmont Four, that goes around every night from table to tables taking requests. And on Fridays in May, we have an old-fashioned accordion player dressed as a Venetian gondolier walking around. And I'm sure we'll have some other plans for June, July, and August. But it changes the whole feeling of outdoor dining. You feel more like you're, again, in a piazza in Italy, hopefully, than you do on a busy street in New York.
Yeah, talk me a little bit about the residents of the community, because obviously for them, an opportunity to have entertainment, an opportunity to see more traffic through the area, and the area already has life. But the fact that having this event actually gives more life to the neighborhood and the community, and while you do get a lot of visitors, you get a lot of people from right around the way who just come on by and have dinner or have a drink and have a great time.
Oh, absolutely. We pull people from the Bronx, from the metropolitan area, the tri-state area. I can't tell you how many tourists we get from the rest of the country, and even from abroad. Every day we have buses pulling up, loads of people coming out speaking a different language from someplace else in the world. So, yeah, certainly everyone comes here. But for the neighborhood people who live here, they don't necessarily have to come out to eat to hear the music. They'll just come out and walk around the corner and bring a chair with them and sit down and listen to the music on the street, and enjoy, enjoy a nice summer night. So, it's always a very close, family-oriented community. And, the more we could do around here, the better. We're always happy to put on a show for our residents and for the visitors alike.
Now, Frank, speaking of show, I know one of the things that's going to happen is you'll have people that are out there eating, and then they'll be serenaded. You got this great group, the Belmont Four. Talk to us about the Belmont Four and what they're going to be bringing to the table.
They're actually excellent. We use them every year at Christmas also, where they dress up like characters from a Dickens novel and go from restaurant to restaurant, store to store, singing Christmas carols on request, even in the middle of the street. During the summer, we use them, and again, you can request anything. They know, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. They know more music than you can believe. Although I would say that the #1 requested group are songs by Dion and the Belmonts, but they could sing anything else for you. Sinatra, Tony Bennett, Nat King Cole. And they have beautiful voices. And what's nice in it to, hear a song while you're having a dinner, or just be walking down the street and get serenaded right in the middle of the street. So it definitely adds an added component to the whole experience.
And talk about the walking that's going on, because you have plenty of people walking. For those that don't know, Arthur Avenue will be closed for vehicular traffic from East 186th Street to Crescent Avenue between 6 to 10 on Fridays and Saturdays. But to see people walking, to see people, enjoying the food and the drinks and the opportunity to just be out there, for you and the Belmont community, what does it mean to you?
Well, I mean, as someone who's lived here my whole life, we've always had a lot of nightlife on the street. When I was a kid and no one could afford air conditioners, everyone came down and sat in front of their house at night and talked before, people became so mobile with cars and running all over the place. So to see people on the street, and I walk down, even if I'm not having dinner, a lot of times I'll take a walk down the street because I run into people I know coming back to eat dinner, or people from the neighborhood who are out for a walk. And again, it's always nice just to have a conversation on the street corner. That's the way we always did it around here. It's really a little bit of old New York. This is the way I think most neighborhoods were in the city going back, decades. And the city has lost so much of this, real communities where everyone knows each other. And this is the real thing up here on Arthur Avenue. And I think one of the reasons we're so successful with so many out-of-town tourists is when they come here, they don't feel like they're in a big city. They feel that small-town atmosphere where everyone knows each other and looks out for each other and helps each other, and we're happy to have you. So I think that's a significant part of the charm of our community.
What do you hear from people when they talk about Little Italy, Arthur Avenue? I go around and the first thing people talk about is Little Italy, New York City. But then when you talk about Little Italy, Arthur Avenue, it's a totally different vibe. It's a smaller vibe, but yet and still you get the same feel as Little Italy, New York. Talk to us about what you hear about Little Italy, Bronx versus Little Italy that we hear in New York City.
Well, I'm not going to get into a competition with another Little Italy in New York. I've been down there many times myself, but I think the pressures of New York real estate have forced a lot of people out of a lot of communities over the area, whereas in our neighborhood, it's still a local community of residents that have been here for generations. And that's something that you can't replace easily. People have to live there for generations. I've been here my whole life, but my family, we've been living in the same house since 1910. So, and that's not the most uncommon thing up here. But I'll tell you one thing about the people that come here. I frequently will go up to people on the street and chat with them because I like to know what people think of the neighborhood. And I get one of two responses. Either I get, oh, we've been coming here for years. They know where they're buying their bread, where they're buying their cheese, where they're eating, the neighborhood inside out. Or it's their first time up here. And everyone who's up here for the first time likes it. No one ever says, oh, I'll never come back again. Everyone's always, I can't wait to come back again. So I take that as a tribute to the community, the warmth and generosity of the community, and that we must be doing something right up here.
Yeah. Well, Frank, I want to thank you so much for being with us. And as we said, we're looking forward to seeing Piazza di Belmont. We know that it's going to be a great opportunity for people to come, have a good time, and really see more of our borough of the Bronx. Wasn't trying to put you in a competition with New York City. Was trying to sell the Bronx out there as we normally do. Thank you so much, Frank, for being with us.
Have you been up here for dinner yet?
Huh?
Have you been up here for dinner yet on Friday or Saturday night?
Yes, I have. And to tell you the truth, I mean, I'm a great frequenter of Antonio's. They know me as good friends and family over there. So, yeah, I'm up there. You'll see me.
You just missed out on a free dinner. I was going to invite you up on me.
All right.
I'll invite you up. You got my number. Love to have you back.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Thanks a lot, Frank.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
All righty. Well, we'll let you know for more information. You can visit their website at BronxLittleItaly.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Bronx Little Italy. Who's not going to turn down a free dinner? All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Open coming up right after this.